Hi everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you for joining our Prezi presentation workshop for today. Um, Let me introduce. Is there anybody live? Let me wait for a few minutes for people to. Is there anybody watching? If anyone watching, you can just text at the comment below. Just say hi, maybe your name and what you are doing. Let's wait for a few minutes. Okay, I am Miss Rudra, an EFL trainer and also founder for HRS Training and Consultancy. Let me introduce our instructor for today, Miss Menaga Moli. She has 9 years working experience as a lecturer and she's from INTI International College. Without further delay, let me welcome Miss Menaga.
Hi everyone. I hope everyone is doing good. Okay. Thank you for inviting me for today's workshop and brief introduction, Ms. Rudra. Thank you so much.
You're
Okay.
most
Before
welcome.
we start with the session, so let me to introduce what's the brief about this Prezi whole thing. All right. Actually, when I'm working as a lecturer, I used to have different platform when it's come to presentation. All right, you have heard before about a PowerPoint slide when you are presenting in front of your, educators, or you want to present it in front of your students, or some of you in a corporate world. So you might be doing some presentations and all this thing. That's very common in terms of using PowerPoint slide. Okay, this is the other method of using a Prezi. Prezi, it's one of the what we call that simplifying, saying that online resource is very free a resource as well, where you can use Prezi presentation more effectively, and it is really have more function. All right, I will guide you one by one how it goes. Okay, before we moving on to the slides altogether, let me to let you know what is the whole function about this Prezi as well. Okay, there is a basic level of Prezi presentation, and there is intermediate level, and the other part is advanced. Okay, let me to touch on the basic level, how the usage of this Prezi. All right. Okay, let me to share screen so all of you can see my screen. If you can't, then let me know. All right. Okay. Can you all see my screen? I hope all of you can. All right. So I'm showing my PowerPoint slide. Okay. It's the brief introduction of get started with Prezi presentation software, which is online presentation tools. So this is my name, and I already completed my master's in UM, and yeah, I'm actually doing some trainings not only for Prezi, other trainings as well. Okay, and I'm working as a lecturer, so I used to train to my students and some of the educators as well, academician lecturers as well. All right, so let me to introduce the very simplifying words of what is the Prezi all about. Okay, we go one by one. Right, you might be thinking why it's the session is supposed to be in Prezi, then why she's using PowerPoint. Yeah, there is a differences, so that's why I wanted to present in a PowerPoint, and I'll show you the same thing in the Prezi as well. In between, if you guys have any questions, so please drop the message so that Miss Rudra will ask me the questions. All right, in between, if you have any questions. All right, so let me to start. Okay. Okay, this is how you will be doing your presentation. Yeah, you will be doing. When it's come to formal, and there is a formal, informal method of presentation as well. So when it's come to formal, you won't be using too much of animations, like the words are twinning in and then twisting there, coming here from left hand side, from the top and from the bottom, and all these things. So it shouldn't be when you are presenting in when it's come to formal presentation like what I'm doing now. All right. When it's come to informal, maybe you want to do some assignments, maybe in terms of animation type of session, then you can use informal method of PowerPoints. Okay. When it's come to formal method, so it have to be there is not much of animation. It's more towards short and precise session. All right. Okay. It's good to go. So let me to share the slide. This is how you can see. I hope all of you can see the slide. Okay, this is the whole slides all about. Okay, let me to go one by one. Okay, first, what is the Prezi and what is the differences between PowerPoint and Prezi and how to log in. I will guide you on the how to log in part, and lastly, we will conclude on the session. All right. Okay, let me to explain what is the Prezi all about. Okay, it's more towards cloud-based presentation software, and it is very very effective when you are presenting it through online. Okay, and for me, when I'm using the Prezi as well, it's easier, and there's no much of troublesome because everything is there like what you are using in PowerPoint. So our PowerPoint method is different than Prezi. All right. The other part, other keyword of using a Prezi is it's more towards a large canvas that allows you to pan and zoom to various parts. It's more towards zoom in and zoom out. So, for example, you wanted to stress on something important. For example, if I wanted to stress on cloud-based presentation, in PowerPoint, I can't go nearer, meaning to say that I can't zoom into this keyword. But in the when it's come to Prezi, yes. All right. For sure, yes, you can zoom the words altogether. All right. The other part is it allows you to place, combine, and navigate. Okay. Make sure whatever the information that you are putting in the cloud, it's have to be simplified and it's have to be combined. Okay. All right. Like the same thing as we are using in PowerPoint, I'll be showing in a different way, but I won't show what is going on in PowerPoint and things like that. But it might take time. Okay, I'm sure that most of you know how to use PowerPoint. Okay, so the usage it's very very common usage compared than Prezi. Prezi is something very new, so that's where I need to I need to guide you on that. Okay, Prezi to simplifying it, it is shows you can choose pictures, you can choose videos, music, word document, and if you wanted to share your slide also can, no problem. Okay, there is a different method like what I mentioned earlier. There is a level. Okay, like when you wanted to know more about this Prezi thing also, there's a different level. You need to know the basic, then you can go for the intermediate level. Once you know how to use the intermediate level, then you can think about the advanced level. Okay. All right. Lesson and story, whatever that you already planned and you wanted to put it in this Prezi as well, it's very very effective, I would say that. Okay, maybe you can get some idea why it's so important when it's come to presentations, why using Prezi, because in every institutions, any job sectors as well, we need to present. Okay, even for example, even you go for example that I'm saying that when you're going for an interview, okay, maybe you are finding a job, surely the employer need to see something from your platform. Okay, you wanted to present, you wanted to show your talent not only by verbal. Okay, I can do this, I can do that without there is no evidence. Okay, Like those days, it's more towards we have a documentation with you, and then you go for the interview session. But now when it's come to interview session, they might be asking you that do you wanted to show something that you done in previous company, for example. Okay, that I'm letting you know this what most of the institutions and the corporate world is doing that. Okay, even you're attending for a job. Okay, because when you are presenting something, it's showing that okay, you know some. It's show the categorical and I mean ordinal form. It's saying that okay, you have done this, you have done that. Okay, you completed your studies, your qualification, this and that. Okay, in Prezi as well, try to use Prezi in a different method. It might capture the attentions as well. Okay, it's really capture their attention when we are presenting it. Okay, all right. This is very very simple on the PowerPoint part and the Prezi. So when you see in PowerPoint, it's more towards copy paste. Okay, you can copy and you can put it into the PowerPoint, even its image. Okay, unless for the Prezi thing, the tiring part is you need, for example, that you already search an image, you can't copy directly. You need to save in a folder, then you have to direct from the folder itself. All right. All right. Do you have any questions to ask? Yes. Then we can go to the next. If let's say no, then I can answer your questions. Is there any questions? Let me to check. Is there any questions from your side? Okay, I think there is no question. So let me to go ahead. Okay. Okay. So the other part of Microsoft Word usually free with the computer. So this one is, for example, is limited. Okay, it is only free and limited time as well. Because why I'm saying that there are different. Later I will show you what are the what it's mean of the free session, what is the standard and the limited level as well. All right. Okay, next PowerPoint is like a stack layout, like what we have like this. Okay, this is kind of okay. You can see what are the content on all these things. So this is slide stack. Okay, Prezi is like what I mentioned earlier. It's the way of it's white choice of the way of sentences that you are choosing. Very simplifying mode with zoom in, zoom out. Okay, and the other part is only one slide, like what I'm doing now. Okay, I able to show only one slide. I can't move on to the next slide. You can't see what is going on to the next slide. We never know, but in Prezi, yes, you will be knowing what is going on to the next slides and all this. For example, later I will show you to you how it goes. All right. The other thing is, like what I mentioned here, the presentation look very creative and is more towards formal presentation as well. All right, next, multiple printing options. Okay, why I'm saying that this PowerPoint, for example, that you wanted to print it out this slide, yes, you're able to print it out. But when it's come to Prezi, you can print, but the other thing is you need to buy certain amount to get this. The slide content and all together. All right. Okay, I think that's a very simple about PowerPoint and the Prezi part. Okay, now before we moving on to the logging part, make sure this is the step how to log in this Prezi. Okay, make sure you click to the correct what we call that website to log in into the free account. Okay, these are the chosen browsers, so make sure you see which browser is effective for you and you can log into the Prezi website itself. Okay, for me it's very effective, means I'll suggest Google Chrome, so it's easily for you to find the information very fast. Okay, and go to the search bar, click www.prezi.com. Okay, and make sure it is a free account. Okay, why I'm saying that it is free account, it's accessible, there is no limitations. There are other, I mean, if let's say you wanted to get some more advanced in terms of the tools, then you need to pay for certain amount. All right, for me, throughout when I'm working as as an educator, I would say that I use for the free session, because whatever the sources that I wanted is already there, because it's more towards formal method. Okay, unless I want to do some effective, lots of animation, lot of things and that I need to put, for example, that I need to teach for the kids, so I need to use PowerPoint. All right, when it's come to the formal method, then I prefer to use Prezi. All right. Okay, next it's more towards choose a correct template. Okay, maybe you feel like your template you wanted to present, for example, you wanted to go for an interview, all right? The template have to be very, very formal method. Okay, very formal, not too much of background, I mean, a lot of colors and all this thing, because it's more towards formal, right? Next, start to blank with Prezi. Okay, meaning to say that the blank, today I will guide you on the how to use Prezi effectively first, and the second part is how to go step by step. All right. Okay. Now, before we go into the session, make sure you go to the browser. Okay, go to the browser, click to www.com, I mean www.prezi.com. All right, so when you click here, the page will be appear, but the page won't be like this. Let me just log out, because I already have this account, so that's why it shows, the page shows like this. Okay, first thing, the page will be appear like this. For me, if let's say I have the page itself, so I already created the account, so I go for the login part. If you don't have the account, go to the sign up. Okay, unless you have time, you want to go for, I mean, the what we call that, have some introduction, how the usage, I mean, the basic sign up thing, then you can listen what the person trying to say there. All right, so go to this sign up. Okay, and try to sign out. Okay, if you think that you wanted to have a different account, then you can create the account here. Or else, if you think that you might be forgot the password and this and that, like what I'm facing, also the same thing. I might be forgot password, because different password is very hard for me to remember. So to avoid that, I used to sign up with Facebook, because I have my Facebook account, so it's easy for me to direct whatever the password that I saved in the Facebook, so it direct to this page as well. All right. So yeah, I'm sure that this is the other method that you can use, so it's effective for you as well. All right, you can use this. It's easier, and you won't forget your password for forever. All right, it will be there for you. So because this is the, I mean, it's very fast. I mean, what I'm saying, that social media is very easier, and most of you having that. Okay, so unless you don't have account, then you can create. Okay, you can create here. Make sure you remember the password. Why I'm saying that, whatever that you store, whatever that you already created in the Prezi, it will save in the dashboard. Okay, I will show you one by one. All right, so when you sign up, okay, the page will be appear, because I already logged in, so it's already there. Okay, it takes time. It might take some time when you sign up through Facebook, because I already have the account, so that's why it shows. Okay, let me to scroll down all the way, whatever. This is what that I created. Okay, this is what I created. I have more. Okay, this is very simple. Okay, this is what I created, I mean, few years ago, 2016 and all this thing. All right, this is my created version. Whatever that I done is already stored here. Okay, make sure, that's why I'm saying that whatever that you done in a, I mean, quite some time ago, it's stored here. Okay, it won't delete unless you delete yourself, delete the file. Okay, that means delete this template itself. Okay, until then it will be there, it will be safe. Okay, all right. Before we move on to the next, is do you have any questions? If let's say no, then we can move on. There's no questions, right? Okay, I think okay. All right, so there's no question. So before we go into this template and all this thing, let me just show you this part. Like what I discussed earlier, right? In the account setting, you go to the account setting, click on it, wait for the, I mean, once the pages appear, go to the manage license. Okay, wait for the license. This is what that I choose is my license is basic because I don't want to use I don't want to pay money and then to upgrade the Prezi thing. So unless it's really I mean needed, then I can upgrade. If it is not needed, if it is fulfill your I mean whatever that you want to do to do the presentation, then it's okay, no need. All right, when you click upgrade, wait for a moment. Okay, the page appear like this. All right, so when it's come to the page appear like this, it shows the standard level. Okay, for example, this is the basic. All right, this is the plan that I'm using. Okay, this is the plan that I'm using for free. Okay, this is my current plan. Unless okay, I feel like I want to do some PDF export, video download, and all this thing, PowerPoint slide, and all this thing, then I can use for the payment method, which is Plus. Okay, there's a few things as well, like individual, there's standard usage, Plus, premium, and all. Okay, students and educators, yeah, we do have as well. Okay, this is the current one that I'm using it. Okay, business or so corporate world, if let's say you are from different company, then if you think that you might use you want to present your business to the other company, then you can use this Prezi platform in advance. Meaning to say in advance is the like what I mentioned here, the PowerPoint slide can be downloaded, the video can download, can save, can print, and all this thing. All right, this is the level of advance. Okay, unless it fulfill, then you can go for the basic. Mine is more towards basic because I myself I'm not sure, I'm not using too much of I need to download the file and all this thing because there is no worries. Whatever the file that I already created, it's already stored here. Okay, it's automatically stored in this page. And then if I think that okay, there are files that I created in 2016, so I'll be going to the, maybe I will click here. Okay, 2016. Then it shows okay, it's don't have anything. Okay, and maybe I'll click 21. All the one that created by me. Okay, yeah, this is the one. Okay, make sure you choose. Let me just see. 2016 created by me. No, I don't have. Right. So that's why I'm saying that it will be there forever. So it is good platform, so you won't be missing it. And then if you think that it happens for everybody. Okay, when you save it in a pen drive, you save it in your laptop, things unpredictable things might be happening. Okay, we never know. So it's better for you to use Prezi. Why not? You can use that as well. All right. Okay. Okay, that's the basic part on the sign up. Okay, let me to guide you what are the levels. Okay, let me to show you. Okay, the main page, how it's look. Okay, your page will be once you click on sign up and sorry, once you already done sign in, so the page appears like this. All right, whatever that you created, it will be here. Okay, it shows on your left hand side, you can see your Prezi video, Prezi design, Prezi present, and this is different level. right? Your library, whatever that you have created, and all this thing. All right. Okay. Okay. Let me to show you on the Prezi presentation how it's look and all. Okay. Before we moving on, so what you have to do is you go to the empty page, click on presentation. Okay. Wait, hold on. So you need to wait. You need to choose a template which is preferred for you. Okay, when it's come to on your left hand side, there is a few categories to choose template. Okay, you can choose the strategic planning template. If you think that you want to move on this and that, then you can choose. Okay, you can. Okay, for example, you don't want to look on this part. You want to look on the template which is provided one by one. Also can. This what I mean is the basic level, the template is already provided. Okay, you can choose which you are prefer for your platform. Okay, which one you prefer for, right? All right, so it's up to you. For me, I want to go any with the template. No, I'm not choosing on that. Let me to guide you on the empty template. All right, so it's easier for you to choose the images and all right. Okay, all right. Before you choose the template, make sure you name it. Maybe you can say that anything about related. Okay, presentation. Sorry, presentation. Click continue. Before you click continue, make sure what we call that there is a people I share it with. If you click on it, it will ask you to pay certain amount. Okay, because you are choosing certain person, certain people to share the file. All right, so if you want to do that, then you can go for the payment method. Okay, I'm not showing on this, so let's we I'm sharing on the anyone on the web. Okay, those who have this website, they can look on the presentation altogether. Right click to the continue, wait for a while, and you will be having a page. Okay, you have to wait for it because currently my internet is like quite lagging. Okay, quite lagging. Sorry for that. So I will show that how the page will appear. So it will take time for that. So okay, the page will be appear like this. Okay, something like this with the empty ones. All right, like what I'm showed here, zoom area which you wanted to stress on, all this thing, the page, empty page will be like this. Okay, all right. The empty before you choose the empty page, make sure you click what is your title. Okay, make sure you choose the title. Okay, like what I mentioned here, right? Okay, presentation. Presentation. Okay. Alright. So it's up to you to choose the font of you feel like you wanted to choose a common font, then it's up to you. Then click OK. Alright, presentation. Okay. This is the part if you're done, then you make sure you save it. So it directly will be in the dashboard. And if you feel like for example you done few presentation slide and you wanted to add it back, then you can go to the dashboard and you can edit back whatever that you done previously. All right. um, Cut and copy it's not allowed because you like what I mentioned here is more towards you need to save the images and you need to save the link of video. All right, if you wanted to show to us. All right. Okay, let me to show very quickly because I don't want to drag too much because there's more things that you have to know. All right, let me to guide you on the basic part. Okay, background, this is your background. If you think that it's too bright and you wanted to choose something very sorry, okay, you click on this three bullet points here. Let me show the one that how I did. Okay, wait, hold on. the page will be appear. Okay, the page will be, we need to wait for a while. Okay, okay, the page will be appear like this. Go to the style. Okay, go to style and click the three bullet here in the circle. Okay, it will give you options to choose which background that you prefer. Okay, if you think that you don't want to choose any background, you want to go for an empty ones, also can. Why not? It shows like this, the empty ones. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, maybe you wanted to show presentation, right? Just click and see whether it shows or not. Presentation, click and see. Click and wait for a moment, and if it, okay, see, it shows that only limited stuff on it shows. Okay, so that means I can't choose more than that unless you paid. It is, you already paid for a certain amount, then whatever that you're searching in the image part, it shows. For example, that you wanted to go for a, a flower. Okay, something like a flower backgrounds and all this thing, you click here flower, then it shows related background on the flowers. Okay, for now I think I can't, because like what I mentioned here, if it shows unlocked, meaning to say that you need to pay a certain amount of money, and then to click on this. Okay, for example, I feel like this page is very very effective because I'm teaching students, right? So yeah, so I can't use this page because it's unlocked. Okay, meaning to say that I need to pay certain amount so that I can use this background. So I don't want to go too much on that. So the other part is very very simple. If you think that you want to choose colors, then can, why not? So you choose colors for the background. If you think that you don't want to choose the colors, then go for the white. Okay, let me show the in the white so it's easier for you to understand. All right, I don't want to choose any background here. I'm explaining it how to choose background. Okay, unless here the other part is upload image. Okay, like what I mentioned earlier, if you think that you have some image, okay, you wanted to show your profile and this and that, you wanted to save that, can, it will be direct in the background itself. Make sure it's a background type of template, so it's easier. And make sure when you are putting text, you're inserting text, images and videos and all this thing, it will support you. All right, choose only one image so that it will be appears for all slides, because your slides will be here. It won't be like different slide, no, it won't be like that. Okay, it's not totally not like PowerPoint. So for example, like what I mentioned here is, it's one slide shows cloud one by one, one cloud, second cloud, third cloud, and all this thing, so in one presentation. All right, okay, next. So next you choose the topic sheet. It's up to you. Okay, for example, that you wanted to have your topic in circle, can, okay, you have to click, okay, the topic here. Okay, you can check for a layout. Okay, this part also, the other, if let's say you wanted to put some notes there, you need to pay certain amount. I'm showing one by one, which is the paid one, which is the not the paid one, right? I tried to click on this because my internet is quite lagging. Okay, let me just try other stuff. Wait, hold on. Okay, okay, wait, hold on. So once you click this image will be appearing this page. Okay, it should be appearing for now. I'm so sorry because my internet is quite bad, so it's lagging here, so that's why it's not supporting much. All right, and the other part as well. So whatever the image that you are choosing, I'm showing you one by one how it's look. Later I will show you the whole content, how it's look like. Okay, all right. Next on the colors, you can choose whatever the colors. Okay, for now I can't show here because let me to try. Because my internet is quite bad, so that's why I can't show. Okay, I'm showing you one by one so it's easier. Right, you choose the background, you choose how the cloud look like. This is the cloud method. So if you think that you want to choose blue with a red cloud, also can. And you can choose the colors here as well. All right, okay, so yeah, next on the text messages. So you have to wait for the text here, so you can choose the text as well. All right, okay, it's how it's look. So you need to type one by one. Okay, for example, presentation skills. Okay, then you click here, then you can come up with a different type. And yeah, it's supposed to appear few options, but I'm still waiting. Unless you're unless you're with your laptop, then you can try. If your internet is quite good, then you can try one by one. Okay, later I'll show you the example that I created so that it's easier for you to understand more better. Okay, the next part. Okay, these are the options is provided. Okay, for example, that you wanted to show some images, then you can go to the images. Okay, if you think that you don't want to upload the image, you want to choose some image here, also can, no problem. Okay, something like this, right? Okay, it will shows like this. It's supposed to support me on this part, but let me try. Let me try. It shows. Yeah, it's supposed to click. Okay, no problem. Don't worries. I'll try to make it simplifying it. Okay, this is how you need to choose your image. Okay, and then animation part. This is there's no much animation. There is no sound system, nothing. So animation is zoom area. So how to zoom in, zoom out. So it appears. Can't show like this. Okay, let me show. Okay, how to zoom in, zoom out. Okay, you feel like you're not confident how the image looks like, click on the present part, try and see. Okay, yeah, this is how it's zoom in, zoom out. It's supposed I need to choose on the the cloud one by one, but because of my internet, so I can't help on that part. Later I'll show you one of the example how I create that so that it's easier for you to understand better. All right, like what I mentioned. Okay, you can check whether your page is okay or not, like that, right? Okay, then you can choose audio if you feel like you want to show with the, your students, or you want to show with your corporate people and your subordinates and all this thing. Then you can choose audio. You can do that. Okay, all right. Okay, and you can insert video as well. Okay, video here, it's very different that you need to type the link. For example, you go to the YouTube, then you need to click copy paste the link and insert. Okay, for example, the YouTube. Okay, for example, that you go to, right. Okay, chapter 1. Let me to show one of the example now. You can see my internet is quite lagging because it's loading it. Alright, this is an example. This is one of the example. Okay, writing chapter 1 for PhD. Okay, sorry. Okay, you have to wait for the link. So the link is already appear here. You copy. Okay, you have to paste it here. Okay, then you click insert. So this is how the page will appear. It's up to you. You want to move around here or there, up to you. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, so this is how it shows. Then you click to the video part. All right, so where is it? All right, hold on. Can you hear me now? Is that okay? Yes. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So you once you done that, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Is there any questions so far? I'm so sorry. I'm coughing. So sorry for that. Do you
Um,
have any
it's
questions?
okay. I think there is no any questions, and you can just continue.
Yes, Miss Rudra. I can't hear you.
There is no any questions. You can actually continue.
All right. Okay. All right. Hold on. All right. So this is how your page will appear. So if you're choosing videos and all this thing, all right. Okay, once you're done, you just click and see whether it's okay, is that in the right proper or not. So you just click and see. Go to the next. If you think that you want to zoom in, then you can go closer. Okay, you can click to the closer. Okay, one by one. Then you can click to the next. Zoom in, zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out. All right. Next. Okay. Next, it will shows the video part as well. Okay, there is no. It will click automatically. Okay, it will click automatically. Like what I mentioned earlier in PowerPoint slide, you can't go to the next slide. You never know what is going on to the next slide. Here you can move around. You can move. So you see, you can move your mouse, so you can move the whole page itself. Like what I mentioned earlier, one PowerPoint slide, you can insert few pictures, few informations and all this thing. But don't put too much of wordiness because don't complicate so it's very difficult to understand. All right. All right. So yeah, this is how you wanted to make a full screen. Full screen. If let's say you want to click for the, okay, if you're done, go to the present. Can you? Okay, if you click present view, you need to pay certain amount. Yeah, it might takes time because you need to pay. Yeah, it asking you to pay. So you don't need to click that. Go to this full screen. So it shows that full screen. All right. Okay. Alright, this is how you need to present. So make sure you need to have that cloud itself. What I mean about a cloud is the shape. Okay, just now later I'll show you one of the example of presentation template that I've created for my students. All right, so maybe you can get some ideas how it look. All right. Okay, next, this is how it's look. Okay. All right. Okay, this is the simple understanding of your presentation all about. For example, once you're already done and you think that you want to save it, then you can save it. Okay, once you already done, it's no worries. It's automatically saved in the touch box. Okay, if you think that you have a group of people, you want to share with them, ask them to edit and all this thing, yes, Prezi also can. You can do it like how you are doing in Google Doc. You done one folder and you want to share with your colleagues or you want to share with your friends, also can ask them to edit and this and that, can no problem on that part. Like what, go to the share, go to this collaborate, go to this, we have few options, so go to the collaborate. Okay, when you see the collaborate here, you the one the owner. So you can click anyone. Okay, if let's say I wanted to click someone, okay, Rudra, and the email ID is here. So maybe you share this file as a presenter also can, or you want the person to edit, make sure you choose a correct options here. All right. Or only can comment? Yes. Edit is different, comment is different, present is different. Meaning to say is this person is allowed to present only, not to edit. Or this person is allowed to comment, not to edit. Next is this person is allowed to edit, then can do other suggestions as well. Then you click to the add. Once you're done, click to the done. All right. So once you're done that, make sure you're done. And this email ID will directly go to that person. Make sure you check, make sure you ask the person whether he or she already got the email or not, can do some editing altogether. No issues. All right. That's it on the Prezi session. Make sure for now you should know that how to choose the options of this type. This how you need to choose. You need to practice this first before you go to the intermediate and advanced level, because you need to know the basic. This is the basic. You need to know how to zoom, how to click on the zoom in and zoom out. So you need to practice on this part. I'm just showing you how to choose certain images, certain what did we call this video as well. All right, so it's up to you. I'm so sorry for that because my internet is quite lagging. That's why I can't click on this part. Usually, once it's I click here, it's automatically this cloud thing will appear in this page. All right, usually it's like that. All right, same goes to the text as well. Same goes to the background is no issues. Topic shape as well. All right, it's appear, but this is the circle that I mean, the cloud mean. All right, and the other part is the text also the same. So, for example, you want to give. Let me try. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Shoes. Okay, because yeah, okay, is usually will direct in the below here. All right. Okay, that's it. Before we end, let me just show you the created one, the one that I created. All right. Okay. This is the one that I created, and I asked my student to create as well. Okay, I'm guiding my students to create. So let me show my students options as well. Okay, this is the one, the created link, it will be there forever. For example, when you forgot to bring, usually what the common thing is, once you've done your presentation in the PowerPoint, you will be saving it in your pen drive, and then whenever you wanted to use, okay, for example, there is a presentation tomorrow, so you insert in the pen drive. Unfortunate thing might happens when you insert in the laptop or in the PC itself, office, computers and all this thing, the document's gone just like that. But somehow or other, you need to do the presentation on that day itself. So effectively, Prezi it's really helps because you need to copy in somewhere. Maybe what you can do, you can save it in your phone, you can save it you make sure you know, the page itself, so it's automatically will be there, the page will be there. All right. Okay, for example, let me show you copy. This is the example. Wait for a minute, so I hope it can show. Okay. Yeah. So once you, okay, for example, in your office PC, or your maybe you wanted to show with someone, they might don't have this what we call the Prezi page. Okay, it will be appear on the link itself. So what do you have to do? It will be directly go to the play. So you have to click to the play. Okay, wait for a minute. Okay, this is actually my student. I encourage students to create in Prezi. Okay, this is how it's look. Let me to go through one by one. Okay, make sure there is no slideshow. So you need to click the button here for full screen. Then can you see the arrow here going back, going here? So you click here. Okay, so it's all about Malaysian culture. If you wanted to wanted to zoom in, so you can click to the image. So you can move around. Okay, you can move around. You want to show the Malaysia. Where is which one is the Malaysia? Which one is the Peninsula Malaysian and all this thing? You can explain. You can show them. Okay, so you want to show like this also can. Okay, can move around. Okay, there is no saying you can't move. All right. Okay, next. Okay, you want to go closer to this words also can, no issues. Okay, like okay, religion. So what are the religion? We have options. Okay, you want to show the percentages and then you can move around. Okay, the other thing is it won't go to the next line. There is no for the next slide unless you click for that. Okay, all right. Okay, next it shows to the next option. Make sure whatever that you are choosing it's in order. Okay, make sure this page should be in page. I mean, what I mean is this cloud should be the first cloud, second cloud. This is the cloud that I mean. Okay, we won't be calling it circle or whatever, circle, triangle. So we in Prezi we calling it as cloud. Okay, once you're done, okay, click to the next. Make sure your cloud in order. Okay, so if you want to go closer, then you can click to the words itself. Right, next. Okay, so if you want to show the video, there is a two videos. It will play automatically. I didn't click anything, so it will play automatically. It will click automatically. All right.
Excuse me. Hello. Hello.
Okay. All right. This is the funny ones. This is how you need to attract the audience when you have some images and all this thing, right? Okay, next. Go to the closer. Okay, it shows. Alright. Okay, I don't want to drag on this part. Okay, go to this. Right, the images. Okay, now I just now I already showed the video part. So this is the image. Okay, image. If okay, for example, you wanted to show all the images. Okay, one by one. Because my student, she done on the what we call the Chinese culture. So you wanted to show closer with the images. All this thing can no problem. So you can move around. Okay, even it's already done. You wanted to show with us also can no problem. So you can move around like what I'm moving my mouse. Okay, all right. Okay, food. Same thing. You can go closer. Okay, there is a few words options. What is the meaning of that? Go closer. Okay, not too close, but it's okay. This is the original look. So if you need to click to the image itself. So zoom in the image. All right. Okay. Image. Okay. All right. So the Q&A session from the students. All right. Okay. Once you're done, then you can say thank you. So yeah. Okay. This is very simple, basic level of Prezi. So I've created few options. So that's it. Okay. This is the created link. Before we go into the Q&A session, let me to conclude very simple about this Prezi thing. Prezi is very new, fresh of presenting information. So make sure when you are doing Prezi, don't put too much of words, don't complicate. So when you put too much of words, then you won't be you will be presenting, but you're concentrating too much on the Prezi itself. Okay, because too much of writing. All right, and the other part is captivate audience attention. That's most important. The way how you are presenting, it's one option. The what are the resources that you are using, that's the second option. All right. All right, like what I mentioned here, it's more towards when you wanted to show step by step categorical, when you wanted to have some stories, and this how you use the Prezi. Okay, Prezi altogether, what I can say that you wanted to make a beautifying your content, then you can use Prezi. All right, so it shows zoom in and zoom out, so the audience will understand more better. All right. All right. Next is synchronized, and all information is stored in the dashboard. Okay, in the dashboard, everything is there. It's just I think I showed just now. Yeah. Okay, whatever that you already done, then it's saved in your dashboard. Okay, when it's come to the dashboard, then you can edit. Okay, here you can edit. Okay, you think you already done. Okay, you want to edit back. That this is the one that we created just now. You wanted to edit back, also can. So you can click to the edit. All right. So you can easily share your presentation to for those you feel like you want to share with your friends, you want to share with your colleagues, also can. You share the link. Okay, ask them to edit. It's something like Google Doc. All right. I think yeah, that's it from my session, and thank you for having me as well to present on this part, and thank you for everything, and I hope you guys get some information on using this Prezi thing, and thank you for listening. Okay, let me to ask if you have any questions. Do you have any questions?
I think that okay, if you have any questions, I think you all can text at the comment section, and maybe we can have another live session for Q&A. What do you
Yes,
think?
correct.
Yeah, correct. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you all have any questions, you all can just get back to me or Miss Menaka. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, everyone.